And so this picture depicts immigrant children adrift. Now, as a teacher, I have some experiences with immigrant kids. But primarily, immigrants, to me, seem not to want their kids to move up. They want the kids to be just like them. In fact, all the conversations, how they're outsmarting the system and how they could make all this money and all that. And so the kids don't see any other alternative. They support whatever they're doing. They talk in terms of glowing terms. They even talk about back home, how things were better than here and so on. And so these kids are mixed up. And so perhaps in the next generation, these kids grow up here and they understand the system. They've been to school, etc. They might want their kids to go, but the first generation is always in the mix. Now, at the recycling center, there's a Latin American couple, and they had this child about over 2 years ago. And before I left to go to Puerto Rico, I told her, say, you know, this boy here, you should let him be bilingual, and you should take him to the library and start introducing him to different aspects of American life, and with a view of him going to college and so on. Well, recently I came back from Puerto Rico and I saw him today, and he has 2 gloves in his pocket. So they're gearing him to be a recycler just like themselves. It's tough. I really believe that many of the parents don't want to see the kids go and be no professional. They aren't no professional. And since they were the star, they only want to be the star. They don't want these kids to excel and do better than themselves. And so I think that it's unfair for the society and the educational system think that they're at fault when these kids are not doing well. It's the home. Many of these kids are in America here, but their home is like if they're in Mexico. All the talk is about Mexico or Latin America. Everything is about that, and nothing about American life contributing here and going forward. All they're playing is games with the farms and these other things, and so as soon as they get the green card, they're going off to make that money on various Section 8, food stamps, you know, all that kind of good stuff. So I don't think we have to blame ourselves. We do our best in school, but if the home is not supporting that sort of a life, then what else can you do? But just hope that they don't end up being assassins and terrorists. But as far as becoming the next president, I mean, we can't do anything about that. By the time they come to us, they've already had about 6 years of indoctrination that they ought to be losers and to be just like their parents.